Well, since I speak loud, I'm not going to use the microphone. I want you to ask yourself, when you were a kid, what did you dream about? A lot of us dreamed about being athletes, being firefighters, being superheroes. Even young girls like to be princesses or get married one day. One of my many dreams was to become an NBA player until my height told me otherwise. So when you're young, you have a lot of far-fetched dreams, and what they say is the older you become, the less you stop dreaming. What happened with me, the older I became, the more I started to have more visions. And one of my visions was to be able to travel around the world, to travel to Dominican Republic, to Brazil, to Africa. I wanted to go all over the world and be able to travel, and I wanted to find a different tool. And one of my tools was to become a flight attendant. So I decided you need to take your dreams and turn them into your visions, and take your visions and turn them into goals. And that's how you will have the best chance for it. So everybody, my name is Lando Success. Like Maisha said, I am a flight attendant. I am an author. I'm also an investor. I would like to thank her for allowing me to be one of the speakers. This is a great event because I definitely like to support whenever somebody is doing something positive with their life. So over the next few minutes, I'm going to focus, since we're doing a vision board, focus on the goal part of it, how you can achieve these goals. In 1979, Harvard Business School decided to do an experiment on the graduates that was about to graduate. So they ended up asking them one question. They said, do you have goals? And if you do have goals, do you have them written down or have a plan? 84% of the students had no goals. They just was going regular kids, regular life. 13% of them end up having goals and they wrote them down. That 13% after 10 years was making 2 times more than that 84%. That last 3%, they didn't just write their goals down, they also had a plan on how to achieve them. They end up making 10 times more than the 97%. Why we didn't learn that in school? As we learn it, we want to know why we didn't learn this. We would have been writing down goals. Now, anybody in here ever had a goal? Anybody in here ever failed on a goal? So I'm not the only one, but what I realized is we was doing goals wrong because we would have ideas on things we want to do, we like to do. For example, we would like to quit smoking. We would like to lose weight, but it's a way, there's a plan you need to do it. The example I will use is losing weight because that's a universal thing. We all would like to lose a little bit of weight, get our bodies right. The way you do it is when you write down your goals, you have to be very specific. For example, you would say, I, Lando Success, will lose 10 pounds by November 1st. You gotta have a date by November 1st. I will lose 10 pounds by November 1st from going to the gym 3 times a week, drinking a gallon of water a day, and by stop eating past 8 p.m. That's a whole different idea now. We never was writing goals like that. We always just say something we want to do, and that's why we wasn't achieving them. The next thing is, since we are dreamers, we do have that kid inside of us. We always, whenever I tell somebody to write down their goals, we always go to the biggest thing. I want to become a millionaire. I want to get a Ferrari. But we have to first start with the little stuff of having $1,000 in your bank account, reading 1 book a day. 10 pages of a good book a day. So you have to start small before you go to the big parts of it. Now, with me, the way I use it with becoming a flight attendant, I did 3 things. I call it plan, do, review. Repeat after me. Plan, do, review. So what happens, we need to plan out whatever you're going to do. So when I wanted to become a flight attendant, I had to plan out, okay, this is how the interview process is going to go. I have to do it. You have to have the courage to do it. Then you have to review on what you could have done better. My numbers, since I like basketball, is 24, 13, and 4. I interviewed with 24 different airlines. Most people don't even know that many airlines exist, right? 24 different airlines. 13, I ended up interviewing with 13 of them. 4 of them, I flew to with my own money or they flew me in. I was getting denied left and right, kept on getting denied. And one time, when I got denied, I was so mad I went home. I was so determined. What I said was, I'm going to start writing a book about how I became a flight attendant before I even became a flight attendant. So I got the process started because either I was going to end up looking stupid, looking crazy, getting all these pages done and not even achieving your goals. So I had that type of mentality, and the main thing is you also have to increase your skills, because success, everybody say it's a numbers game, but they never talk about increasing your skills. We can use, for example, if you like to bowl. Anybody here ever went bowling? If you go bowling 10 times and you never practice, keep on getting gutters, you go another 10 times, you will continue to do the same thing. You will get a little bit better, but if you have a coach, a mentor, a friend, hey Darian, how about you step to the left a little bit and follow through? Now you start increasing yourself. So that's what I did. Every time I went to interviews, I started studying what I was doing wrong, what I should have said differently. So it got to a part where I was literally able to get hired with any airline I wanted because I was so prepared. I was determined when I went. So with us doing this vision board, I want you guys to think about the dreams as a kid, the dreams you had, but you really need to have a plan, because vision board, that's just a small part of it. That's a small portion. You have to get it down, but the plan to achieve it will be everything. In closing, this is one of my favorite poems. I will read it to you guys. It's called The Man Who Thinks He Can by Walter D. Wyndham. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win but think you can't, it's almost certain you won't. If you think you'll lose, you're lost, for out of the world we're fine. Success begins with a fellow will. It's all in a state of mind. If you think you're outclassed, you are. You gotta think high to rise. You gotta be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Life battle don't always go to the stronger, faster man, but sooner or later the man who wins is the one who thinks he can. I am Lando Success. My book will be out on November 7th, and pre-orders will be available August 17th. Thank you.